Greetings, everyone. Good evening. Thank you for being here. The ad hoc, not-for-profit committee for Bronx Community Board 12. And today we're going to be discussing, I'm going to share the agenda. Did everybody receive the agenda? I know that Ursula sent it out. So I'll just go over the items that we will be discussing today. This is our last meeting for the summer, and we resume again in September, but thanks to Dr. George, we are going to continue the work, and even throughout the summer, we will be out in the streets getting our local residents to fill out this community survey. So thank you for those that have already filled it out. Thank you for those that are helping us circulate it, and we welcome assistance in continuing to circulate it throughout the summer. We have two versions. We have an English version. We have a Spanish version. We've created a flyer with a barcode that if you're circulating it, you can hand out the flyer, and all the residents will need to do is take a picture of the barcode, or we can email them the link. So those are the two options. So I wanted to go over today with sharing how many we have actually collected. And ideally, we wanted to be at a higher number. You know, ideally, we wanted to be at over 1,000 at the very least, but we are only at 104. It's a great start, but it's a very small sample size, not enough for us to really implement initiatives and seek funding and go for grants. The more numbers we have and that we can show, the better equipped we'll be in getting grants and, you know, getting even more of a following. So I wanted to share this quick report just so you can see I like visuals and you can see the graphs. Give me 1 second. Where is my sharing? I think because I'm recording, I'm not allowed to share. Open system. Okay. All right. What I can do is once yes.
I was going to say, you can look in your menu bar.
Yes.
And you see file.
I don't have a menu bar.
Up at the top?
No, I just have layout. And I have the recording, stop video, mute, more options. I used to be able to share. I don't know why. This is a new computer. I have a Mac.
Oh, okay.
Adria, would you be able to? Yes, Dr. Burke.
I know I said I wasn't going to say anything, but
Yeah.
if you go to your share button, you should be able to share. So even if you're recording, it doesn't matter if you're recording, you should still be able to share.
Open in system.
So that's all I'm going to say. So that's all I'm going to say. That's it.
Yeah, I wish I can show you the share button because I see the share button, but it's grayed out. So it's not like a live button. Oh my God, I am so sorry.
So who's the host of it? You're the host. It says you're the host, right?
I'm the host.
So you should be able to share, especially if you're the host, you should be able to share. Because I could share and Nigeria could share. So if you get that, it shouldn't be grayed out. So you may need to go to audio and video, because like I said, just because you're recording it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be able to share.
Right, I've done it before, which is odd.
Yeah.
Apologies, it's not letting me do it. And I don't want to take up too much time, but Adria, would you be able to pull it up because you were a host on that forum, even Dr. Burke? And they were getting the responses by any chance?
I would rather have Adria do it, just simply because of the fact that I'm an idiot when it comes to Google Forms. So I need tutoring on that. So I defer.
Adria, by any chance, I can share it with you now.
Okay.
And then you would just go to the responses. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you right now. And then you just open it up and go to the responses, which is, I'll walk you through it once you're there.
Okay.
I just sent it to you. So while Adria pulls that up, then we can go on to the second item, which is discussing the urgency of us circulating this. So again, if throughout the summer, if we can get recruit volunteers to walk, and we can even walk together collectively. Even Dr. Burke offered to pick a day where we can walk. And because of COVID and the pandemic, I know that certain things have been, we're going back to normal. But I know that there's still some hesitancy. So it's not that we have to door knock, but we can go to hubs where there's a big population of people, such as a train station, a laundromat, a supermarket. So if any of you are interested in volunteering, please connect with me. I'll give you my email information. Yes, Dr. Burke? Oh, you're willing to volunteer and help. Thank you so much for that. And Dr. Burke made a great suggestion of printing flyers that we can even print at our community board office. If you want a few flyers, let us know. We can coordinate that and coordinate a pickup. We would like to coordinate a day where maybe we can collectively go out into the streets together and hit up different areas of this district. So that's on the agenda. Please consider that. Please spread the word. If there are any teenagers that need to do, or any high schoolers rather, that need to do any community service, we can figure out a route for that too, that can count for community service hours. If anybody's interested, please let us know. And so, like I said, even hitting up nursing homes is another one, senior citizen centers, now that things are opening up. So if you think of anything else, let us know. There is an event with the Bronx Collab. I'm not sure if you're all familiar with that. They're very close to our office space on White Plains Road, and they have a Juneteenth event this Saturday, 10 in the morning, where they're going to be distributing food. And I'm going to be there with the surveys. So if you're interested in stopping by, please do.
Hey.
Were you able to?
Yes, I have it.
Okay, great.
So what do I do?
So once you open it, you see where you see questions on one tab and responses on the right?
It says, this here says, wait, questions.
And
It's,
there's a tab.
I've invited you to fill out a form. That's
Okay.
what it says. And then it says fill out form.
Are you able to see the responses? Because you're a collaborator.
Yeah, this here, it says, it just has a link for create your own Google form.
Okay. I just sent it to you again. Try opening up
Okay.
that one. That one is the collaborator one. And then when you open it up, you'll see there's two tabs up top. One is questions and one is
Okay.
responses. And then what
Yes.
we want to look at is the responses, because we'll be able to see the visuals there.
All right.
The other, while Adria opens that up, the next thing we wanted to talk about is being able to connect with our elder population. The current format that we have is pretty difficult. It's not as easy to navigate. So what we want to do with them too is, if you figure out an elder population, gathering their emails, if they have an email address, then we can email it to them, or assisting them and helping them filling it out via the barcode. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I am a part of NCNW and affiliated with
Hi.
NAACP. Hi,
Mhm.
Beatrice. So I'm happy to circulate it to those two populations that I'm close with. And then I also visit some of the senior centers. If I can get like physical copies of them, I'm happy to drop them off as I'm going by to visit the senior centers.
The thing about the physical copies, what we want to do is help them navigate if they absolutely don't have access to email, where they can do it electronically. Then we'll print out the surveys. So if you can assess that first, right? Like, is this a population, a center that can help them navigate the computer, or if we can help, or if printout is the only option, in which case we will print for them.
Okay. Yeah, those are great questions. I'll speak to the social worker or the recreation directors and get a better sense, and then I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you so much, Shaniqua. Just to recap, hi, Clinton. Ijira, were you able to?
Yeah, it keeps giving me the form. Like, I'm not seeing the link to see the responses.
You know what? Clinton is here. I apologize for this delay,
Gotcha.
but that was really the last item that we have. Clinton, you know how you're a collaborator on our the Google Doc, the survey? Can you pull up the responses that we can show everyone, the graphs? And
Right.
that, kind of like a summary of the responses we've received. I'm having trouble hearing.
I'm gonna collaborate on it.
You are.
I'm a,
Everyone on our team is, on our committee.
okay, let me see.
I'll add you one more time so that you have it at the top of your email.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, Dr.
Thank you, Madam Chair. You know, I'm going to haze some people right now. Between Denise Bond and Sydney Blair, I was supposed to get a lesson on how to use Google Docs. so I'm going to count on one of those two beautiful ladies to give me a lesson on Google Docs so I can learn how to use it. So that's all I want to say.
Thank you, Sydney, for taking that on and for taking on a few other things too. And I want to just thank Sydney because she was very willing to assist with a lot of the legwork that I needed to do. And she volunteered her time, even though she's not on our committee. So thank you, Sydney, for volunteering.
Okay.
Hi, Alfredo.
How do I share it?
Yes.
Let's see.
Just to recap, Alfredo, Sydney that just joined, Ted, we were going over the issue of the need to circulate. We've only been able to accumulate 104 surveys. Ideally, we want to have in the thousands, 3,000, 4,000 minimum. So we really need help this summer. Dr. Burke has been gracious to allow us to circulate and continue this committee. So this summer, although we're not meeting, I do need teammanship and backup in helping to circulate these surveys. So if you're willing to volunteer, we have a niece, a nephew, anyone that's willing to volunteer, please send them my way.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm on an iPad, so I'm trying to figure out how to share.
Mercury retrograde.
I may have in my laptop. I'm trying to see. Okay, share. Recently shared.
Does anybody have any questions while Clinton brings up that survey? That was really all we had on the agenda. It was pretty brief. The urgency. Yes, Dr. Burke.
So were we able to take care of the issue that was raised from the seniors at the 47th Precinct Council meeting?
That's what I just shared with the team, that we need to continue to make sure that we are managing the elder population differently, because a lot of them are either they don't have access to technology or not as tech savvy as we are. So that's where Shaniqua said that she is connected to the elder population, and she mentioned two organizations that she will work with. And figure out whether they need a printed version of the entire form or if we're able to help them navigate the system. But anyone else that has connections to the elder population, whether it's a community center, a senior citizen center, please let us know so that we can advocate and get them the forms.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Beatrice. I'm not able to.
That's fine.
It just keeps giving me like I'm taking the survey.
Okay, no worries.
I'm gonna get it. Just keep talking. I'm gonna get it.
Okay. Any questions? Can I ask if you've all been able to fill it out and how easy it was or difficult?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Talene, if you can do that, that would help. And other members in your household too. If you can get members in your household to fill it out.
I'm waiting for you to send it to me. I was waiting for you to send everything to me.
Okay, Ursula sent it out to everyone because Talene, I do have your email address. I'll forward it to you.
Thank you.
To that.
Madam Chair, can I make a? I saw it says it's gonna be quiet,
Yes.
but I got to make it quick. So here's what I noticed in passing. I got to tell you my experience. So even with passing it out at the precinct council meeting, one of my lovely board moms and board dads wanted a copy of the survey, and so I told them, I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, it was sent out to you, and they were like, oh, well, just give me a copy anyway. So. And again, so, we're probably going to have to remind them, Madam Chair, that it was sent out. And as I said, the one thing with the seniors, which I love them to death, I don't know how to do this, Dr. Burke. You know, that was the funniest thing. Why don't we have X, Y, and Z? So Miss Shirley Farron, God bless her, somehow or another was able to use the QR code. And so I sat there and did it with her to what you're talking about. I sat there and did it with her, and we had fun with that. So I'm looking forward to helping you out. But that was just some of the funnier things that's happened. I guess I'm a little more disappointed that more didn't fill it out from the precinct council. But then, as I said, the biggest complaint, as I already shared with you, was what I shared with you already.
Right.
Yeah.
That working with the elder population. I mean, I think, and what I can ask Ursula to do is if she would be able to at least send it out once a month for us during the summer. Because I know we have about 1,000 in the email list. I think they just get bombarded with so many emails that they lose touch. So I have to figure out a creative way to make it stand out. Alfredo, were you able to fill it out? You're on mute.
I believe so. This
You
is the
believe
survey
so?
that you prepared.
Yes or no?
My
It's the yes or no question.
It's okay if
dude,
you haven't.
you know how many paperwork I deal with a day, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I get you. But you know what? I know I see that you have family members in your household too. If you can get if you can get all your members in your households to fill it out, that would be ideal. Knock on your neighbors'
I
doors.
gave some of the Spanish ones that Dr. Burke gave me to my neighbors in my block also.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Alfredo. I did hear that, so I want to thank you for helping.
What about putting some like in the laundromat? You think that
Yeah,
makes sense?
we absolutely could. What we need is what we were saying before you joined, is that we want to see if we pick a few days throughout the summer that a few of us can get together and kind of walk around the different neighborhoods.
Yes.
What I was surprised at, and not that surprised actually, but you'll see when Clinton, you're able to pull it up?
I'm switching to my laptop, so just
Okay. I saw that Wakefield had the most responses.
I have to sign up to
Wakefield.
Well, that's good. What about Woodlawn? Get any feedback from Woodlawn?
One from Woodlawn, a few
Okay,
from
so we could
Williams,
target that.
Bridge,
We can
a
put
few.
them
You're
over
gonna
there.
see. We're gonna go over all of that. Alfredo, which neighborhood are you in?
Wakefield.
Wakefield?
On 232nd Street, right behind the Carvel.
All right. So if you have some time to volunteer, wifey, whoever wants to join us, that would be awesome.
I mean, we could go, but I mean, if we don't have that much of a response from Woodlawn, I think we should target that area, and we could put them in the pizza shops over there, the bakeries over there, the supermarkets over there, and even in the bars.
Yeah, absolutely. Clinton, are you with us? I'm sorry to hold everybody, but this is really the last item on the agenda, so we'll be done by 6:30.
Yeah, I just switched my devices, so.
Okay. Who else? Ted, were you able to fill it out? Hussein, welcome. Ivan, were you able to fill it out? Kevin, I believe you did too.
Yes, I did. I even put two of them up on my building elevators.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Ivan, were you able to fill it out?
No, not yet. Please send it to me, please. I will get it spelled out as soon as possible.
Okay. I don't have your email, but what I do recommend is that you check out, if you do a search in your emails and look at Ursula, look up Ursula and community survey, it comes up.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes,
I've
Dr.
been I haven't done it yet, but I will do it either today or tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
Madam Chair, let me ask Kevin Eichelberger a question. Kevin, do we able to figure out that lady who was a part of the 4-7 who said that she got remember I told you how she said that you put it up and someone took it down and you put it back?
Her name is Cheryl.
Yeah, that's
she's
it.
She's the recording secretary for the 47 Precinct Committee.
Okay, so you are okay. So because I gave her a whole bunch, she asked for a whole bunch, and I gave it to her. So I don't know if you had a chance to chat with her or not, but
no, I haven't seen her lately.
Okay, because I know she took about 10 or 12 from. I was like, dang on, but she took a lot from my stack.
Okay, that's good.
Okay,
let's go. Here we go.
Awesome. Wonderful.
Yay.
So these are the 104 responses we have. Thank you, Clinton, so much for working it out for us. Visuals are always great. I don't think we can make it bigger.
No,
But can everyone
That's okay.
see?
I made it.
Yes.
Okay. So if you look at the age brackets out of the 104, the majority of the age group that we have is between the ages of 45 to 64. The 65 and older, we have a good amount, 25%. 25% is the 25 to 44. And we don't have any 18 to 24-year-olds. So it would be interesting to get that perspective from the youth as well. So while we're doing our circulating of the surveys, if we could look at maybe some youth centers, that would be super helpful. This is where you can scroll a little bit further down, Clinton, so that everybody can see the neighborhood. So you see Williams, wait, no, go,
Right
yeah, they're right there. Williamsbridge and Wakefield and Woodlawn are, oh wait, Woodlawn does have 23%. Woodlawn Heights is one, but I'm thinking that's the same as Woodlawn. So I misread that. So Alfredo, we do have quite a few from what we have, 23 from Woodlawn.
Cool.
Can you keep scrolling?
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, this was a question. What do you feel are the greatest needs within the community? So you see education and academic enrichment was 50%. So that you can see the breakdown: transportation, 26, beautification of the neighborhoods, 62, legal services, 19%, health services, I could barely read this, 28%, affordable housing is 39, mental health services, 37. Yeah, you want to read it? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Affordable housing, 39 votes, 37.5%. Recreational facilities, 53 votes, 51%. A safer community, 67%, which is actually the highest percentage of any of the questions, 64%. Access to healthier food, 42 votes, 42 responses, 40%. Access to food, 12 and 11.5%. Senior centers and senior programs, 36, which is 34.6%. Access to vaccination, 9.6%, 10 responses, which is scary. But infrastructure, 33, which is 31.7% of the vote. And then the rest of the 1%, teaching our children, local job opportunities, safety for pedestrians, engagement of the young, crime prevention, more cameras, speed meters, resolving rat problems, pest control, homeless shelters, community centers, zoning regulations for large, I guess that's large buildings. Webster between near read, 1%. Too much loitering, 1%. Clean up White Plains Road, 1%, which should be higher. Better representation, 1%. Crime, 1%. Classes on personal finance, 1%. So that's it right now.
Well, no, keep going down because there's other.
I was saying for those percentages.
Oh, yes, got it. Thank you.
Okay.
The top three, that's too much to read that section.
Okay.
That's for everyone. Everyone put their individual. This is a good one here.
What are some topics noted below that you would be interested in learning more about? We're going to read them all. Individual legal services, 18 responses. Community legal service, 45 responses. That's 43%.
That's pretty high, right? The community legal services, 45. That's almost 50%.
Financial literacy is high.
High.
Too. That's the top, 49, 47.1%.
Yep.
Vocational training, 27.9%. Health disparities, 18%. Mental health awareness, 33%. Holistic health and nutrition, 40%. That's kind of high too.
That's high.
Mm-hmm.
Diseases that plague the community, 28%. Navigating the healthcare, I'm not sure what the actual system. Okay, that's 28%. Youth empowerment, 43%, which is good. That's high. Entrepreneurship, small businesses, 32%. Conflict resolution and mediation, 21%. Environmental justice, 35%, which is surprising too. Poison control, 20.2%. And the rest
And
of
under the financial literacy, that also included home ownership.
right. That's probably why
First
that's
time.
probably why it's so high. And the rest of them are all at
Yeah,
once:
so low.
housing, neighborhood needs, home improvement grants, harassment from developers, more police, how we stop rising crime, civilian neighborhood patrol, and yeah, that's basically it.
So those are what people entered as other.
Right, other. Okay, so they wrote those in.
They wrote those in. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you aware of the resources located within your community? For example, but not limited to mental health clinics, medical care, social services, etc. So, no came in at 57%, 57.7%, and yes, it's 42.3%.
So that's pretty high, right? People are not, aware.
Of services in their community.
Yeah.
Do you have to travel outside of your neighborhood to access resources? If so, where? So, traveling outside the neighborhood to access resources came in at 73.8%. Access to resources within my neighborhood came in at 18.4%. Option 3, I'm not sure what option 3. Option 3 came in at 6.8%. Was that a write-in option?
Yeah.
And at
And somebody wrote travel to Manhattan. That's
one
far.
1%.
One person put that they have to go all the way to Manhattan to get these services.
So, how satisfied are you with the quality of life in the district? Not satisfied came in at 44.2%. Somewhat satisfied came in at 47.1%. Satisfied, fully satisfied, I guess, 8.7%, which is very low.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think would enhance your quality of life within CB12?
That one is too much to read. It's a lot.
Less robberies, senior center support, green space, walk over a bridge, 233rd or 238 bridge to shop. I guess they want to go to Woodlawn to shop. Better parks, community center for kids and such. Like education, lower crime. Yeah. This one too. What support do you and other residents of the community need? We have 92 responses. Senior center again, mental health, access to jobs, activities for youth, police, more police, better policing, access to programs, food insecurity.
Somebody said elected officials support the needs.
Okay, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Timely response for utilities, street repairs, housing, complaints about activities in our neighborhoods, education again.
And it's great that people were able to write in the other, right? Because we were concerned that people wouldn't really figure out how to write in other comments. So this is good to see that they did. They were able to. But when we do it with the elder population, we're going to really have to hone in on helping them with this part.
So next one is, how has the COVID-19 pandemic affected you and others in our community? Okay, so
Read the highest.
The highest is 38.5%. Emotional and mental distress. 21%. 21.2%. Financial strain. 8.7%. Strain of monitoring children's remote learning. I can agree with that. 100%. Then you have others. Let's see. Job loss, 2.9%. Loss of child care, 1.9%. Homeless men from shelters on Bronx Boulevard, lack of police. I have not been affected by anything. Healthcare, not seeing people. Increased workload, not affected. Isolation sucks. I'm retired on the fixed income. Masks and disinfectants were a financial burden. None of the above choices apply to me. I'm retired senior. Okay. And more police and the likes.
Thank you, Clinton. Thank you so much for sharing this. So this is kind of just a glimpse at all the pertinent information we can get, if we get way more surveys circulated and completed. So it was important to share this so that you see the importance of hearing from the people, right? We're always talking about, well, you know, as a community board, what are we doing for our local residents and neighbors? And here we're hearing straight from their mouths and hearts what they feel they need. So if we continue this way and get more information, the ability for us to get grants and implement these initiatives is going to be major and beneficial. So I'm hoping this inspired others to help us continue to circulate these surveys. Yes, Dr. Burke?
This is absolutely outstanding. I really would love to learn how to do this, and I'm gonna play with this and figure this out. If you could, and I think you and I discussed this in private, but I'll just make sure that we get it. So at next general board meeting, please, if you can, at least I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to encapsulate this. You know what I mean? Because I think, as I told you privately, you know, what we're gonna do with this committee, we're gonna take it forward and reauthorize it. And so, but my thing is, this is absolutely critical because there are certain things that I would love to discuss, but I know you want to get everybody out of here. And we can discuss it privately. But
Okay.
this is absolutely outstanding. So I'm gonna need you to put together a 10-minute snippet for the next
Wonderful.
general board meeting, okay?
Okay, done. That's it, everyone. Thank you so much. Please, I know that for this committee, we're not meeting again till September, right? That's when we come back. But I'm available. Please connect. I'm going to put my email in the chat so that we can continue the work. If you have anyone that would like to volunteer their time, family members, friends, please send them over my way.
Okay. All
Well, now
right.
you can meet privately now, Beatrice. It's just that
Yes.
if you get 6 or more, I think is the rule that you have to have the open meetings law. But if you like I said, you know, you and I again talked about how we can do this. So, you know,
Wonderful.
as long as it's a small group, if you want to meet, you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, I mean, technically we're on break, but you know, during the summer months. But as I said, I'm gonna, you know, work with you during the summer months and
Beautiful.
you know, go from there. Yeah.
Looking forward to
This
it.
is
Well, thank
interesting.
you.
I mean, I would love to see what happens if you know we get those numbers. You know,
Right.
so get those numbers higher. I mean, but if you're talking about just with 100, I think that's at least a good start. Anyway, you know what I mean? I mean, what do you think, Beatrice? I mean, not Ajeria.
Yes, I think that that's excellent. It's excellent because it does show where the thinking is trending, and we just have to, you know, hone in and get more people. Now, in the summertime, there are a lot of special events. There are special events all over. It's
Right.
just about us getting connected to what the events are and communicating with the leadership of those events to give us 10 minutes, you know, just to say that we have this survey. You know, it's different from just showing up. But if we could get with the leadership, if we could organize, you know, as many of the events that we know about,
Right.
you know, that's what would happen in the summer or from now until until September. But that's good. That's excellent. It's excellent, excellent, excellent.
And especially with people just coming back too. In
Yeah.
fact, I know, Beatrice, I sent you a note, and hopefully you got it. That you know, I know my fraternity, we're having an event coming up, and you know, for the bros that live in the
I didn't get
Bronx, you know, and there are a couple of
Right.
us. You know, I
Right.
make sure that I can, you know, have the bros, and then of course we got the AKAs and the Deltas and everybody else. You know, and this is like what Miss Donna Drayton said: use our resources. So, you know, I'm sure, and a lot of the, you know, in particular Deltas and AKAs live within the confines of Community Board 12. So, you know, we
Right.
can, you know, use them as partners as well, community partners.
Yeah. So we could talk. We could talk about what that
Exactly.
list is because I had also sent to Mind Builders because I know they service a lot of children and adults in this community. I did send it to them and it was like a cold call, but I think that they're going to have some special events coming up this month that we could
Keep me
also get.
posted, whatever
But
event
anyway,
will hit these streets. So keep us posted with all of these events
Yeah.
coming up.
Beatrice, I want to thank you for all that you're doing. It is awesome. I'm going through my little health issues.
I know.
And it will get better. I will find a bunch of kids. I will get out there.
Thank you.
Most of my stuff is over now, but I love you madly. Family.
Love you too. Love to all of you. Wishing you a prosperous summer. I'll see you next Thursday and we'll be in contact.
Okay.
Totally
Cool.
Take care, everyone.
Don't be falling asleep before the meeting, Totally.
It's that medicine, boy.
Yeah, later.
Okay, cool.
Bye.